Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I have just worked a 16-hour day. I should be asleep, but I'm crazy. I am out of my mind, and I am quite frankly desperately doing my best to hold on to whatever sanity is left. Let's be honest, the arena and the Marvel Casino of Champions have drained most of that, along with, 11 plus years of teaching full-time college students. But with that being said, I thought it would be noteworthy to talk about how Kabam wants Thronebreakers and even Cavalier players, although obviously Cavalier players are more further from the Paragon title than Thronebreakers, to know that it is saving them money by becoming Paragon. Now that might seem weird. That might seem a bit of an understatement or an overstatement maybe. Let me explain by first showing you the history of how we got here today. $50, and you used to only be able to buy one of these. $50, which ironically is the same price that Paragon players got to pay in the past 24 hours for the second time that we've seen this. Good data. $50, which, as we know now, could get you 100 6-star generic 6-stones for Paragon players. You used to get the top progression 10. Now, part of the way that Kabam made it up is that they give you 20 class-based 6-star 6-stone crystals, 30 5-star 6-stones, which somehow I had 60 of those at this point owned, which is kind of crazy, and then 10 5-star plus 5 6-stone crystals. So it was a combination of 5 stars and 6 stars. They used to do that at the top progression. They would also give a 5-star 6-stone bundle in addition to that, which had 4 stars. I hated when they would title it one thing, then give the majority of it another thing. It was kind of dishonest and shady, and Kabam used to love to do that. And then they would kind of repackage things, and still for $50, they'd give you 10 generic 6-star 6-stones, and instead of 20 plus 1s, they'd give you 4 plus 5s. It's the same thing. They'd give you 30 generic 5 stars and 50 5-star 6-stone crystals. And then, of course, the 4-star 6-stone bundle, which I complained, so they changed it. They changed it from the 6-star to the 5-star with some 6 stars, from 5-star to the 4-star with some. They listened to me. I mean, I don't know if that's actually true, but I mean, if you look at the difference, it actually is more accurate of a title. So we saw 3 different versions of this, and it did at one point give up to 30 generic 5 stars particularly, but the 10 6-star generics for $50, limit 1, are really what I want you to take from the first few screenshots of history over the last several years in the Marvel Casino of Champions when it comes to 6-star 6-stones. This was, of course, before Battlegrounds and Trophy Tokens. This was before 22-hour events were majorly buffed. And look, I keep receipts. I'm not saying I'm right all the time, because I am not right all the time. That would be a bold-faced lie. I'm often wrong. And sometimes I, of course, speak in a way that is, I guess you could say, a misspeak. But in this case, this receipt hopefully proves to people out there when I say it used to be $100 for 20 generic 6-star 6-stones. Not only is that true, but it was $100. And when I say that Kabam likes to throw $1 million gold in for $100 as a retail price, and people are like, "That's not true." Yeah, you're right. In this case, it's half that. It's 500,000 gold for $100. So imagine it's $100 for 20 6-star 6-stones, the equivalent of duplicating a awakened 6-star once. That was crazy. But then it got somehow even worse. $50 for limit of 1 got you 5 generic 6-star 6-stones. Just 5. At least they got the gold back to retail price, which is 500,000 per $50. This was like the epitome of insanity. This was sig-flation 101. This was Kabam being Kaskam. And this was for Thronebreaker players. And then, of course, we had some unit offers that were so bad that it cost you 5,500 units for 15 6-star generic 6-stones in the final. And then, really, I guess you could say it was 25 total. 25 because the first 5 were crystals. They weren't generics. So it cost you 5,000 units, well over $150 for 25 6-star 6-stones. Just think about that. Again, insanity. Thankfully, the game has evolved. Then they had $30 for 10 class-based 6-stones with 0 generics. That was, again, another low point in the history of this offer. And then they said, hey, for $20, we'll give you 10 not generics, but 6-star 6-stone crystals. You could be aiming to get, say, a cosmic 6-stone or 2 for Hercules and get 0 cosmic 6-stones for $20. That was ridiculous. Then, for the first time, next to Golden Piggy Bank, we saw this amazing offer that Paragon players saw. We saw it again today. But if you are, of course, shout out to Linus Blanket, Thronebreaker, or Cavalier, you get the same price but half the value. And I don't know if it's limit 5 or if it started out as limit 2. This is just a screenshot he sent me. But this is doubling the price of these 6-stones if you're not Paragon. Kabam is trying to convince you that Paragon saves you money, but the irony is that you'll have to spend quite a bit of money, at least you used to be, to get Paragon. I do know free-to-play players who now have become Paragon, but most Thronebreaker players who are free-to-play are not that close. Now, as we move into more of 2023, I expect that to change. But at the same time, this is a reminder for those of you who want to become Paragon. Kabam wants to give you value, and it wants to make you angry. I was going to say angry. You're angry, they want to make you hungry to progress. That is the kind of goal for this kind of market strategy. So that is the video for the Thronebreaker Cavalier offer. I'm going to attempt to go to bed, though let's be honest, it's not going to happen. Good night, everybody.